show that.
A second.
Right? Okay. Would Billy have gotten where he needed to if you hadn't touched him? No. Okay. Did at some point we need to figure out a new strategy? Yeah, because the way we had first started just wasn't working. And we started to see that we're going to have to do something a little bit different. Who didn't touch Billy? How come?
It didn't get close.
He didn't get close, okay. Didn't come to me. Anything else? Other people highly under control?
He might have avoided it.
Yeah, you might have avoided it. Whoa, that kid's a hot mess. Right? That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So, what I'm trying to tell you is in order for Billy to get through, he needs to be touched by a lot of different people. We need to try a lot of different strategies. And it only has to be a moment. That 1 minute interaction, metaphorically 1 second interaction, just that one touch, helps Billy get back and through. So what are some interactions that can happen in 2 seconds that will help us to build relationships with kids? First and foremost, saying hello. Saying hi to children, acknowledging their presence. Going through the hallways and being that teacher that's saying, hi, how's it going? Those sorts of things, and using their name. That becomes vital. When we just go through saying hi, good morning, that's perfunctory. But when we use someone's name, it's a little bit more meaningful, okay? We need to incorporate some positive, healthy touch. High fives, fist bumps, handshakes, okay? This is all going to help us to connect, and it's sending little messages in our brain to fire and to wire and connect. Some students never have any interactions with adults at all, okay? They just kind of avoid and stay back and isolate and withdraw, and we need to be reaching out. It's always the adult's turn, okay? This affects their biology. So I'm going to ask the question, what's in a smile? If I smile at you, what happens? You smile back. Like you just tried not to, but you just do, right? It's natural. This is what's called mirror neurons. Has anybody heard of these? Okay, these are great. These are neurons in our brain that are designed to seek out and experience the neurons of the people we're around. This is empathy. These are the neurons that are built into our brains for empathy. So what this means is that when I see somebody doing something, my brain kind of goes through a little bit, using these neurons, a little bit of the same experience and feels the same emotion. If I'm watching, for example, a Super Bowl game or a football game, and I see him running, and then he gets collided with at the middle of the field, and I hear crack, crack, crack. What do I think? Ugh, right? Am I running down the field? No. Did my knee crack? No. But I can feel what that would be like. The thing that's so interesting to me is if we see somebody, let's say, walking down the road, and they're carrying a whole lot of boxes, and they're a little bit off balance, so they're walking like this, I'm naturally walking towards them going like this. Right? Like, whoa. Right? It's interesting because we are picking up their neurons like we're a little bit off balance, and we're also sending some like steady as she goes. Steady. Right? Steady. We're sending out that message, and our brains subconsciously do this. They send messages back and forth. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because these are really powerful. If you smile at a child, it is as though they have smiled in their brains. If you are joyful and happy around the children and reaching out and building a relationship, their brains want to do that back. Their brains are experiencing those neurons firing. Now, they might still be developing, right? Mirror neurons develop no differently than other neurons, and depending where kids are at, but we want to stimulate that. We want those neurons to